Ahoy and welcome back once again to the channel. For those of you new here, my name's Gary. I like watches. If you're here watching this, you probably like watches too. And if you enjoy this review, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button and the bell notifications icon so you don't miss out on future uploads. Today I have a new release to share with you by Phoibos. A new Kraken. This one's a little bit smaller than the original one, and there's 4 new dials available, and they're launching this watch with an €80 and $80 discount. Kraken 80. And if after watching this review you're tempted to pick one up, head down to the video description. I've put a link to their website down there. It's not an affiliate link. The discount code isn't an affiliate discount code, but yeah, you will have seen the includes paid promotion icon in the top left hand corner. If you want to know what that means for this particular video, make sure you head down to the video description. And the good news is these watches are already in the US. So if you're in the US and you're thinking of picking up one of these watches, you don't have to worry about that dreaded T word. Now, if you hadn't already guessed, the Kraken is a dive watch, a 200-meter diver. Housing the Miyota 9015, there is a date complication at the 6 o'clock, a fantastic movement. We're seeing this movement these days more than we're seeing NH35s. I think the NH35 has had its day, and I think the community in general has moved on, and I think brands like this recognise that, and yeah, they're not wasting their time with the NH35 anymore, are they? They're just putting the Miyota 9015 or 9039 in watches like this. And that's not a bad thing. 28,800 beats per hour, hack, hand wind. It's definitely a step up to the NH movements, isn't it? Gorgeous dial on this watch. I actually think they've sent me the best colour. This purple is beautiful. It's a really deep purple. They're calling these dials hydraulic pattern dials, with a fading colour, a little bit darker around the outside. Yeah, I like them. They're sort of rippled and textured, aren't they? You get lots of light play, and they seem to be covered in a flat reflective surface, so you get a little bit of extra light play through the dial. There's not a lot of light play anywhere else on this watch, because every single surface is brushed. I do like my watches to have a mix of finishing. Brushing and polishing is my preferred pairing, and even on watches like this that are quite, I wouldn't say aggressive, but it's a dive watch and it's a sort of Kraken themed dive watch. It's not exactly dressy, but just the odd polished facet here and there I think would have just, I don't know, mixed it up a little bit. And of course you've got that brushed steel bezel insert as well, which is also brushed, so there's just a lot of brushing, and it's only really broken up by the dial and the markings on the bezel inserts. Some really nice little details on this watch though. You've got those twisted lugs. The bracelet is fantastic. It's not the first time I've seen this bracelet, and yeah, it's just really, really cool. These links, they look a little bit like scales. There is something a little bit sort of sea monstery about them, isn't there? And they're solid links as well. The bracelet construction is very good. Solid end links, solid links, screw pins. Not a lot of taper on the bracelet. I say this a lot with Phoibos watches. I'd like to see a little bit more taper, but the clasp isn't too big on this one, and you do get an on-the-fly adjustment system. Screw down case back, a nice design on the case back, a screw down crown, 120 click unidirectional bezel action. The bezel action is, again, I've said this before with Phoibos watches, they're almost getting worse. Some of their earlier dive watches had some of the best bezel actions I have ever experienced, and these are a bit sort of muted and a bit clunky. But the Lume is very impressive. If you like your dive watches to have a sensational Lume display, you're not going to be disappointed with this watch. A mix of BGW9 and C3. I'll show you the Lume degrading at the end of the video over a 5-minute period, and you'll be able to see, and when compared to my existing tests, that the Lume is pretty good, and you can see it very clearly thanks to that double domed sapphire crystal with AR coating. They never disappoint when it comes to specifications or build quality for that matter. Rarely do I see any imperfections or have any issues with Phoibos watches. I've seen lots of feedback from people saying the same thing. The applied indices, the hands look good. The bezel alignment is good. It's a very solid brand, this, isn't it? And they make original design watches. They're not making homages or copies. Some of their designs I find a little bit too strong, but yeah, on the whole, I like their watches. This one, not one of my favourites, but I love the dial. I love those applied indices with that coarse brushing. Incredible lume, really cool dial. And it's a bit smaller than the original one, which for me is a good thing. It's about the sort of right size for me, I think, this one. Guys, yeah, let me know what you think of the new Kraken by Phoibos. And what a relief, I haven't got to say to you guys, don't forget the tariffs in the US. Oh man, when is this going to end?